Alright, here we are today, and as promised, we're going to get ready and go through this box of nickels. A couple things before we get started though. I hope you guys all go and check out my video about our giveaway we're doing on this 1907 Indian head penny. We're almost there. We're going for 25 subscribers, and we're going to give this one away. And another thing I want to do is I want to give a big shout out to Southwestern Pennsylvania Detecting. He's been taking me on a few of his hunts. We've been having a great time doing it. I'm hoping to get out there more, doing my own videos with him also, and being on each other's channels. But yeah, we've been getting to a lot of great spots. I'm actually hoping to meet up with him again, and hopefully we'll get a couple more old houses. But I've been doing a little reading on the nickels. Pretty much what I found out is the nickels never changed metal content. As long as they've been through the years. I mean, you had the, what was it? I think it was 1942 to 1945 war nickel, which was 35% silver instead of 35% nickel. And then of course you had the V nickels and the older different generations. So we're going to go through here. I think what I'm going to do when I go through this is I'm going to keep everything from 1963 and back. I've been looking at a lot of nickels. More and more might change, and what I've noticed is it seems like actually from 64, but I've heard 64 they made a lot of nickels, so you'll find a lot of 64s, but the nickel just looks old. Even if it might be the same metal as the new stuff, it just has that look to it. So I'm going to keep everything from 1963 back, and hopefully find something, some silver, or even a buffalo nickel. That'd be great. So let's go ahead and get started in this. Just like the pennies, we're going to look to see if they're circulated across the top. Oh yeah, I see a few different years there. Alright, so I'm going to tip this over for you guys, and we're going to get started. Now, unlike the pennies, it seems like I was able to go through pretty good. The nickels are going to take a little bit more time, just because you got to flip them over, because they all are made of the same metal. They're going to be hard to differentiate between, like the wheat heads were always darker, the wheats were always darker, and you know, the stuff like that. The new pennies, you could just tell if what was copper and what wasn't copper. Being these are all the same metal and nickels, it's going to take a little more time, but we'll get through them and we'll see if we can find something good for you guys. Alright, we've got a 1961. Like I said, I'm going to keep everything from 1963 and back. So that'll be the first one in the keep pile. Alright, no silver yet, but hey, we'll keep on looking for it. There's another 64. like I said, already I'm seeing the trend about the 64 being the high mintage. I mean, there's another 64. We've only gone through 4 rolls. I found 4 so far. And a couple of the other nickels I'm going to find, I'm going to keep my eye out for. One I have right in my hand. This is the 2005 Buffalo. And one thing that I've read about is they call it the Speared Buffalo, and it's supposed to be pretty rare. So we will be checking the 2005s also just to see if we find one. There's a 54. Put that off to the side also. There's a 48. We're getting older. There's another 64. And I have this 1984 here, and to me it looks like an off strike. On the one side, on the left side here, it looks real wide rimmed, and on the other side where the date is, it looks very narrow. So that's going to be another one there that I'm going to actually put off to the side, just to look at it a little bit closer. Alright guys, so I had to reposition myself. I was in the recliner that's behind me, and I was just seemed like I was too low to be able to get a good look at all the coins, so I got my old chair back here, and we're going to continue on. We got 64 Ender. Alrighty. Another 64. Another 64. I guess what they say about 64s, it is definitely true. As you can see, I mean, I have some from the 40s, I have some from the 50s, and I have a couple from the 60s. These right here are 64s. And I think we've only gone through maybe 8-9 rolls. Alright. I've got another little dark one right here. Now, I don't know why some of the nickels turn dark. Let's check this one. It's just a 2000, but it's almost black. Ooh, there's a 1941. That's like 1 year too old to be silver. Like I said, I think it was 42 to 45. Those are silver nickels, but man, is that baby old. Yeah, that's a nice one there. So we're definitely going in the right direction. That's always a plus. Look at that guy right there. Right there is a 1943. That's silver. Oh man. Philadelphia. It's got the big P right above the monument on the back. Oh, is that great? That's our first silver out of our first nickel box right there. I had a feeling when I started seeing these older dates that this was going to be a good one. And sure enough, it was. All right, let's keep going and see what else we can find. Ooh, guys. Look, there's a 1943 Ender right there. I'm gonna bring this up to you guys. See if you guys can. Here, actually, let me peel this open for you. I'm hoping I can get this on camera. Oh, hold on a second. I'm hoping you guys can see that. There's a 1943 right there. Alright, let's go head back into this. Man, is that great. This one here is a little bit nicer than the last one. It's also Philadelphia. That's our second silver war nickel right there. Man, is that great. Oh, this is a great box. I had a feeling whenever we started pulling out some of those real old ones that this one here was going to produce, and it sure did. So far we've got 2 silvers out of it, a good misstamp, and lots from the 40s, 50s, and 60s. Right here we got another 64. I'll get that in the 64 stacks. There's no 64. Well, that was a great roll there. Second wartime nickel. We're only about, I'd say we're close to halfway now. Look at that, guys. Right there is our third 1943 Philadelphia war nickel. Man, that's amazing. This box has produced 3 silver so far. It's unbelievable. You figure, I mean, people are out there hunting for, the Buffaloes, V-nickels, the old stuff, but they must go right past the silvers. Apparently, I mean, so far we found 3. Alright, here we got our last roll of nickels. We went through the whole $100 worth of nickels here, and so far we found lots of old ones, as you can see, and we actually even found 3 silvers. I'll make sure I get you guys a good picture of them, that way you can see them. And let's see if we can find this last roll. We got a 1940. Oh, there's a 64. There's a 56. And that's it. Alright, so we got through all the pennies, about $100 worth. And we found 7 Canadian nickels. These 3 stacks right here were all 64s. We found everything from the 40s, the 50s, and 60s are all here. We ended up finding that one error coin, which was it was the 1984 error, and then we found the 3 silvers. Yep, all 1943s, and all from Philadelphia. But yeah, I mean that's some amazing finds. Like I said, you know, people are on the lookout for the V nickels, the buffaloes. Apparently they're not looking out too much for the silvers, but in our first box we found them. That's great. It's amazing that we was able to find silver in that box. But once again, I also want to give a big shout out to Southwestern Pennsylvania Detecting for taking me on some of his digs with him, letting me get out there and swing a little bit. We've had some great finds. I mean, we're hitting some real nice places. I'm hoping I can get some more metal detecting videos on my own channel along with them. And I also want to give a shout out to Half Dollar Make You Holler. I sent him a package about a week ago, and he gave me a big shout out on his channel. And also Dalton Thomas, he's also giving me a shout out. So I just want to give a big shout out to those guys for watching my videos, along with all of you. I'm glad you guys are watching with me. And also, we're still going to be doing this giveaway. It's the 1907 Indian head at 25 subscribers. So make sure you tell your friends, make sure you tell your families. We want you guys to keep staying with us, and we want to give this away to one of you guys. And if you enjoyed this video, make sure you click the thumbs up, leave a comment, let me know if there's anything that I'm missing that I'm searching for. If you guys see that I'm missing something, make sure you tell me. I want to keep this interesting for all you guys, and I mean, we're having a great time doing it, so I'm hoping I get another box of nickels, and hopefully we're as lucky as we did this time. But with that, we'll see you on the next one.